Hi, I'm Eric Olson, and I'm going to go over our core values. We have 5 core values. You may hear our core values referred to as Hidi Ha Hopo, which means helpful, dependable, hardworking, honest, and positive. Our first core value is helpful, and so that looks like you being willing to help your coworkers and our customers. And so to help your coworkers, that means you're going to need to be willing to do some tasks that they may need some help on. And so if they are willing to come to you and actually ask for some help, you're within reason, but your willingness to provide them that help is what really defines this. And so from a customer perspective, being helpful means being really a good listener and hearing what it is that they need, being willing to ask the questions that will allow you to really define the area that they need help with. Our second core value is dependable. And so dependable, again, falls to the same 2 areas. It will fall to your coworkers and then also to our customers. And so with your coworkers, as you're trying to be helpful with them, you're going to have a timeline that's going to get created as you're trying to be dependable for them. And so being dependable simply means meeting and exceeding the expectations that you're putting in place to help, whether it's the coworker or the customers that we serve on a daily basis. So third is hardworking. And with hardworking, that's going to consist of your day-to-day, when you're here and when you're dedicated to your job, and whether that's with your coworkers or whether that's with your customers, you need to be willing to be committed at the time while we're here. I say that, but when we work hard, we also like to have some fun, and we do value the work-life balance here at People's Savings Bank. And so we don't ever want to lose sight of that. But we do have an expectation of and do value just a good work ethic. So number 4 is honest. And so we talked about the other core values that we have, but the reality is if we don't have honesty with each other, they're not really going to matter. We need to make sure that we're setting the appropriate expectations with them, and that is going to be giving people a healthy dose of where we really are, so that we can be helpful, we can be dependable, and we're going to continue to work hard. So honesty means having those conversations and setting up the appropriate expectations with our coworkers and our customers. Our last core value is positive. And so there's 2 things to think about with this one as well. So one is just simply being willing to smile and greet somebody. So if you're in a role in the bank that you can see a customer when they're walking in, make sure you do that. A simple smile and a hello can go a really long way. And it certainly is starting it out with a positive experience. And so we want to make sure that we do that. Secondly, if we think about it from our coworkers, we certainly want to greet them. We certainly want to be giving them a smile. But we also need to make sure that we are going to be willing to assume the best in those that are around us. And so our coworkers on a day-to-day basis, you don't know what it is that they're going through and dealing with, but you certainly don't want to be thinking the worst in a conversation with them, or just going to a negative spot right away. Be willing to assume the best with them, have those conversations as they're needed and appropriate, and just have a positive attitude. So lastly, you're hearing this and watching this because we believe that you have these core values. And so you'll see that played out in your day-to-day as you go about the workplace. But we just want to make sure that you understand that it is important. And lastly, Hidi Ha Hopo.